To throw, Kaiser. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go. On third down, Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Let's go. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? To throw again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. It's a gain of 5. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go.
Kaiser now on second down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They toss to Freeman. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Here we go.
Freeman again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
10 yards still left on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Kaiser now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, man, it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run.
Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1. Yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. 1, 9, 1.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
And now the offense will look to respond after the sack.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Then the offense lining up 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And they'll try to throw here. Kaiser forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Kaiser. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Let's go. Flex round.
Here's Kaiser. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whiff. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quan Alexander in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go.
Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Flushed out right. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Running right, this is Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Kaiser. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Coming left, it's Freeman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. One final shot for Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to